What if every time your dog jumps on you, they're not being naughty? They're trying to tell you something deeply important. Something that goes back thousands of years. Most dog owners think it's just bad manners, but scientists discovered the real reason is far more fascinating than anyone expected. We've all been there. You walk through the front door after a long day, and your dog launches itself at you like a furry missile. Paws on your chest, tail spinning like a helicopter, tongue aimed at your face. It's chaotic, sometimes annoying, and can knock you off your feet. Most assume it's a lack of training. Tell the dog, no, push them down. But this jumping behavior isn't random. It isn't accidental. It isn't just excitement. It's a deeply wired, complex behavior rooted in wolf ancestry, social communication, and emotional bond. Stay with us, because by the end of this, you'll never look at your jumping dog the same way again. Before dogs were dogs, they were wolves. In wolf packs greeting, behavior was everything. A younger wolf would approach dominant wolves, licking their mouths and muzzles. This wasn't human affection, it was communication. It signaled, I recognize your status. I'm part of this group. I belong here. It also triggered food regurgitation for survival. Thousands of years of domestication changed the wolf into the dog, but it never erased that instinct. When your dog jumps up and tries to reach your face, they are replaying that ancient script. They are trying to greet you. They greet you the way their ancestors greeted pack leaders, nose to nose, mouth to mouth. The problem, you're tall, and the only way to get to your face is to jump. So next time your dog leaps at you, understand they're not being rude. In their mind, they're showing you the highest form of social respect they know. But the real reason goes even deeper. Here's something most dog owners never think about. Dogs experience a genuine emotional state when their owner returns home. It isn't just excitement in a casual sense. It is a measurable neurological event. Research shows when dogs reunite with owners, their brains release oxytocin, the same bonding hormone humans release when they hug. Their heart rate increases. Their cortisol, the stress hormone, drops. Reunion with their human is one of the most significant moments of their day. All that emotional energy has to go somewhere. It floods through their body in a burst, and it comes out as movement. Jumping, spinning, vocalizing, pawing. The jump isn't a misbehavior. It's an emotional overflow. It is the physical expression of what your dog cannot say with words. You come by. I missed you. I am so glad you're here. Dogs that jump the hardest are often the dogs that are the most bonded to their owners. Isn't that something to think about? Now, here's where it gets scientifically extraordinary. When your dog jumps up and reaches toward your face, they aren't just greeting you. They are reading you. Dogs possess an olfactory system 10,000 to 100,000 times more sensitive than a human's. When they get close to your face and neck, they are picking up an enormous flood of chemical information. Your stress hormones, your blood sugar levels, whether you've been near other animals, what you ate, whether something frightened you today. Your dog doesn't need you to explain how your day went. By the time they've taken a single sniff, they have a biochemical report. Studies show trained dogs detect elevated cortisol, the human stress hormone, with remarkable accuracy, like medical alert dogs. So that jumping, face-seeking behavior, it's not just love. It's your dog running a diagnostic scan on you. They are checking in on their most important person with every tool nature gave them. Scientists discovered dogs who sniffed their owner's face during greetings show faster heart rate normalization. The greeting has a calming effect. The jump isn't just about you. It's also how they reassure themselves that you're okay. Here is the uncomfortable truth animal behaviorists have been pointing out for decades. In most households, the dog didn't learn to jump. The human taught them to. Think about when your dog was a puppy, 8 weeks old, tiny, irresistibly soft. They put their little paws on your leg and you laughed. You bent down. You picked them up. You gave them exactly what they were seeking. Your face, your attention, your warmth. In behavioral science, that jumping behavior was positively reinforced. It worked, so they kept doing it. Then the dog grew. The behavior remained the same, but the dog weighed 40 pounds more. Now the jumping isn't cute. Now you push them away. But here's the critical mistake most owners make pushing a dog away. Making eye contact, saying no loudly. All of that is still attention. In a dog's mind, negative attention is still attention. The behavior continues to be reinforced because the dog's core goal, reaching your face and connecting with you, is still being achieved. This is why consistent.com training works where emotional reactions don't. But understanding why the behavior exists is the first step. You're not dealing with a dog who doesn't respect you. You're dealing with a dog who wants to be close to you so badly. Does your dog do this every time you walk in the door? Tell us in the comments. How does your dog greet you? Not all dogs jump equally, and that variation tells us something interesting about the behavior itself. Breeds historically bred for close human companionship: Labradors, Golden Retrievers tend to be higher jumpers and persistent greeters. Their entire genetic history was shaped around human partnership, so the drive to make physical contact is deeply embedded. More independent breeds, livestock guardian dogs, scent hounds, may greet with enthusiasm but are less likely to escalate into full-body jumping. Individual personality plays a role too. Anxious dogs often jump more because reunion carries an additional layer of relief. Confident, well-socialized dogs may still jump, but tend to settle more quickly because they were never truly worried you weren't coming back. What your dog's greeting style tells you is a small window into their emotional world and their relationship with you. The way a dog says hello is a signature. It's personal, and it's worth paying attention to. Here is the most unexpected part of this entire story, and it changes everything. Research shows dogs are one of the only non-human animals capable of reading and responding to human social cues. Like children do, they follow pointing gestures. They track human gaze. They respond to human facial expressions of emotion. But the truly astonishing discovery is this: dogs do not generalize this skill to all humans equally. They specifically calibrate it to the people they are attached to. The jumping, the face-seeking, the frantic greeting, it is not generic. It is directed at the specific people who matter most to them. Your dog doesn't just love people in general. They love you in a way that is neurologically distinct from how they experience anyone else. The jumping isn't bad behavior. It is, in the most literal scientific sense, a declaration of attachment. So the next time your dog launches off the ground, take a breath before you push them away. What you're seeing is 10,000 years of evolution. A brain flooded with bonding hormones, an ancient greeting ritual preserved across millennia, and the most honest emotional expression any living creature can offer. They are jumping because you are their home, because your face carries more information than any words ever could, because, in their world, there is no better moment than the moment you return. Training them to keep for paws on the ground is perfectly reasonable and, honestly, kinder for them too, since clear boundaries reduce anxiety. But understanding why they do it, that's a gift. It turns an inconvenient habit into something extraordinary. If you've learned something today, share this with a fellow dog lover, and drop a comment below. How does your dog greet you? We'd love to know.